Now that the NCAA women's basketball tournament is over, some of the top women's players from around the country are in Colorado Springs for the 2023 USA Women's AmeriCup team trials. The team trials started on May the 11th and it ends tomorrow, May 15th. In this video, I'm going to talk about what the AmeriCup is and also introduce you to some very familiar faces that are taking part in this year's trials, trying to be on that team. And just a quick spoiler alert, there are a lot of Pac-12 and SEC players currently on the roster. All right, so you may be wondering, okay, they're going to an AmeriCup trial, but what is AmeriCup? All right, so the FIBA Women's AmeriCup was founded in 1989, and it's ran by FIBA. So FIBA stands for, it's a French abbreviation, but basically it's the International Basketball Federation. I don't know how to pronounce the French word or words for it, but the acronym is FIBA. And the tournament takes place every 2 years between national teams that comprises of North and South America, Central America, and the Caribbean. The Women's AmeriCup is used as a qualifier for the Olympics and also for the FIBA World Cup. Nations can field whatever players they would like. The U.S. has typically used AmeriCup as an opportunity for active collegiate players to play. However, in the past, there have been WNBA players who have been on a AmeriCup roster. If you're familiar with the Olympics and how they run basketball, the AmeriCup is very similar to that, right? There's a group stage and teams play each other. That starts on July 1st of this year. And then they whittle that down. You know, they have the quarterfinals, semifinals, then the finals, and they finally crown their champion. There are 10 participating countries for the AmeriCup. So they are Mexico, which is hosting this year's tournament, Argentina, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, the U.S., and Venezuela. And a little bit of recent U.S. history. In 2021, the U.S. won the gold medal against Puerto Rico. South Carolina's Aaliyah Boston, now Indiana Fever's Aaliyah Boston, she led the team, scoring 17 points and 19 rebounds in the final game. And also in 2019, the U.S. won the gold medal, and this time they faced Canada to win it. The U.S. had a couple of WNBA players on the team, including Minnesota Lynx legend Sylvia Files, also then Chicago Sky player, now New York Liberty player Stephanie Dolson. All right, so that's a little bit of history about the AmeriCup. Recently, the U.S. has been a pretty dominant force in AmeriCup. In the past, Canada has been pretty good as well. Of course, when Kia Nurse was on Canada's AmeriCup team for a while, and of course they were good because Kia Nurse was great. All right, so on to this year. The U.S. Women's AmeriCup trial roster currently consists of 19 players. They would need to get that roster down to 12 before July. And here's currently who is at camp. We have Janiah Barker, who is a 6'4" forward. She currently plays at Texas A&M. We have Lauren Betts, a 6'7" center who just transferred over to UCLA, former Stanford player. We have Makira Cook, who is a 5'6" guard, currently at Illinois. We have Dyaisha Fair, who is a 5'5" guard from Syracuse. We have McKenzie Forbes, who is a 6 guard / forward, attending USC. One thing to note about McKenzie is that she actually completed all 4 years at Harvard. However, she does have that 5th year of eligibility, and she has opted to play for USC. We also have Chance Gray, who is a 5'9" guard playing at Oregon. Abigail Hsu, who is a 6-foot guard playing at Columbia. Rickea Jackson, who is a 6'2" forward from Tennessee. Flau'jae Johnson, who is a 5'10" guard from LSU. Rayah Johnson, who is a 5'8" guard from South Carolina. Ta'Niya Latson, who is a 5'8" guard from Florida State. Alexis Markowski, who is a 6'3" center from Nebraska. Rayah Marshall, who is a 6'4" guard/forward from USC. Aneesah Morrow, who is a 6-foot forward, previously who played for DePaul, now is going to play at LSU. If you missed my video about that, I'll link it in the description below. You can watch my video about Aneesah Morrow picking LSU. But she is on the roster with some of her new teammates. We also have Charisma Osborne, who is a 5'9" guard from UCLA. Laila Phelia, who is a 5'10" guard from Michigan. Angel Reese, who is a 6'3" forward from LSU. Emma Ronsiek, who is a 6'1" forward from Creighton. Jewel Spear, who is a 5'10" guard from Tennessee. All right, so those are the players who are currently on the team trials roster. For the head coach, we have Kami Etheridge, who is the coach at Washington State University. We have Aaron Johnson, who is a coach at South Dakota State University. He is an assistant coach. And then the other assistant coach is Katrina Merriweather, who is the coach at University of Cincinnati. All right, so those are the 19 players who are competing to be one of the 12 to be on the AmeriCup roster. As I said, the last day of the trials is tomorrow. So these players, they have to do what they can to impress to see if they can make that final team. Just a couple things to think about. A couple of pretty exciting things is the idea that Flau'jae Johnson, Angel Reese, and Aneesah Morrow are getting quality time together right now, where Flau'jae and Angel Reese are able to really get a feel for Aneesah Morrow as a teammate. And I think it's going to help LSU have a leg up next year, because they've already had some time playing together with each other and understanding like, oh, what works for the other person and whatnot. So I think it's just gonna be great for them. And yeah, so I think that's gonna be kind of cool. And I would say a similar benefit is with Charisma Osborne and Lauren Betts. Lauren Betts is going to be a new player for UCLA, and Charisma Osborne gets a chance to somewhat develop a guard to post relationship right now in these trials. And so I think it's just very, very beneficial next year as well. So yeah, those are the players that are on the rosters. Right now, I have zero predictions at all because there's not that much out there in terms of footage of the practices and whatnot. So I'm not really able to tell how players are performing during the trials. Of course, I know them, and how they performed last year in college, but it's very different, right? For them playing in a trial compared to how they played in during the regular season for college. So I'd be really, really interested to see who makes the team. Again, there needs to be a lot of cuts because right now they have 19 players and they need to get that down to 12. All right, guys, just wanted to give you an update, let you know who's on the roster. As things change, as they cut that list down to 12, I will let you know what happens. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. If you can, please like this video. Also, please subscribe to this channel. I focus on WNBA content, NCAA content, but also I want to do a lot more in terms of talking about USA basketball and also just talking about like international basketball in general. There's just a whole swath of women's basketball content that I can talk about, and I would love to dive a lot more in it. If that's something that you're interested in, please let me know in the comments specifically what you want to watch videos on. And also please subscribe to this channel. Let me know what you think about this list of players who are currently on this roster. Who do you think is going to make the final AmeriCup roster? Also, what do you think about LSU's top players get a good chance to bond right now? Of course, Haley Van Lith is not on the trial roster, but 3 of the 4 top players on LSU is currently in the trials, and so they're getting some burn playing together. Also, same thing with UCLA with Lauren Betts and Charisma Osborne getting a chance to kind of mesh before the actual season starts. So yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching. And until next time, guys. Bye.